What up, folks? Welcome to another Steven Universe video. This time is a little bit different. I decided to make a tier list, as you guys can see. You know, after going through and searching the webs and the certain popularity of tier lists, I was like, hey, I'm going to make a final Steven Universe video for now. And make a tier list, something that's not too spicy, but at the same time can maybe start a debate or start some conversation. And, you know, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and we're going to hop into it. So, let's go ahead and see what's up. So, as you can see by the characters on my list here, I didn't include every single character possible. You don't see fusions on here for the most part. It's really just more so characters that I felt had at least some type of impact to the story, some type of impact to other characters around them. If you feel like anybody's missing, go ahead and comment down in the section below. Let us know like what characters were missing, and better yet, instead of being like, oh, this tier list is trash, make your own fucking tier list and post it in Discord. Come on through the Discord, links in the description, blah blah fucking blah. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and hop into it. So I'm gonna keep it, you know, more in line with a fighting game itself. It's not gonna be a lot of S tier characters. S tier is like God tier. It's like broken tier. It's like it's like perfect characters, for all intents and purposes. A tier is like pretty good characters, solid characters. You can't really have an argument with those characters. Just they're good for what they are. B tier is like, they're okay. They are. It's alright. What you want from it, you know? C tier is meh tier. It's like, why not pick a better? At that point, you're starting to look like, what's going on here? You're struggling. D tier, they're fucking bad. They're bad. They're bad. And then, of course, we got F tier. F tier being just the gutter trash. Why are you even in this game / show / whatever tier list? I just wanted to include it there to give it more, you know, give it a higher range, because let's be honest, it's really some fucking bad characters in this show. But say la vie. But wave check. Ooh, fire. Okay. I got you. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop into this. So, starting off alphabetical order, we got Amethyst. Ooh, Amethyst. See, I'm going to be honest, man. Amethyst was a character that at the beginning I didn't really care for. She was really a punk. She was a brat. She was very nonchalant with a lot of things, but deep down inside, shit bothered her. I definitely enjoy seeing her character development throughout the series. She became a more likable character. Still, it's not really about what I like in the character or not. It's more so how I feel their role in the show and what they were supposed to be to the show and how they played that role. It's not about personal likes, because if it's personal likes, then I have a solid like 3 or 4 characters that would be S tier that they're just, it's not going to be S tier. So, let's go here. Amethyst, I feel like I would be wildin' if I put her any lower than A tier. She's a solid character. She's good for what she is. She's kind of the twin sister to Steven. She doesn't really play a big sister role, more like the sister that might be 1 year older or twin for that. So she plays a nice little sibling role for Steven, and they both grow. And plus, Smoky Quartz is one of my favorite fusions, just because they're both goofy and their personalities match so well. So give it up for Amethyst. I'm rocking it out. Steven's uncle. I feel like his role in the show, he played what he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be a skeptical guy that's like, well, what the fuck is going on here? You know, he was this guy that was introduced basically to be like the like when you invite a family member over and you didn't tell them that you came out the closet yet, so they come to the dinner and it's like a bunch of gay people there, and then he's like, oh, what the fuck? I thought we were about the Christian values. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he did his role. They brought him around and they made him, you know, understanding as much as they could have for the 2 or 3 episodes that he appeared in. So you can't really argue too much with it. He's an okay character. Could have did more with him. Wasted potential, but you know, that's another reason they just brought in family members for Steven for some reason. Who the fuck knows? Give him a C tier. He's meh. You know, he's alright. Aquamarine. We're gonna throw Aquamarine in. We're gonna throw her in B tier. Aquamarine, she was okay. She was a cool bad guy. Let's chill. She was a cool bad guy. She stepped on the scene. You don't really expect much from Steven Universe bad guys. They're just somebody to poof, somebody to outsmart. You don't really expect them to do anything grandstanding. So she did her job. She came in, she had a cool accent, she bopped every fucking body, and she, you know, was demanding and you're gonna listen to me, blah blah blah. And then she just kinda I don't remember what happened to her. I'm gonna be honest. I don't fucking remember what happened to her. Whatever. Sadie's mom. Sadie's mom. I'm gonna put Sadie's mom in B tier. She's one of those characters where she's the role that they put her in was the overbearing mother, and she played that role really well, to be honest. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put Sadie's mom in A tier because she actually does play the role of the overbearing mother really well. You know, she also learns the error of her ways and learns to give Sadie some space. So you gotta respect that. I mean, it's not really much to it. It's a short character arc, but I think that's one of the better character arcs, even though I don't really care for Beach City goers and whatnot. So, you know, it is what it is. I'll give her an A tier. Mayor Dewey. D tier. I don't even know what to say about this dude, man. Why is he in the show again? I don't get it. To make Nanapois the mayor and show that he was incompetent? I don't know why he was in the show. I really actually F tier. I don't know why he was in the show. To be a meme? I don't fucking know. Whatever. Next up we got Bismuth. We're gonna put Bismuth in C tier. Bismuth was kind of a disappointment. At first I thought she would be something a little better. A little more exciting, shake things up a little bit. She came out and she was all about, hey, we gotta destroy those gems, and yeah, the gang's all back together. But she didn't really do anything. She snapped out on Steven, of course. That was a cool little, you know, double episode or whatnot. But at the end of the day, when she came back and they did the whole reveal, she was just like, oh, okay. I was dumb. Yeah, of course. It makes perfect sense. It's like, no. What? It's like, if anything, you should be even more mad, I would think. I don't know, man. Bismuth, she doesn't really do anything. She makes a sword for Connie, so that's cool, but otherwise, I don't know. I don't know what she does. The fact that I even gave her C tier is kind of I'm questioning myself right now. Should I make her D tier? Because she's in the show for no reason. Like, she's really in the show for no reason, but she did have a cool character moment. So yeah, she's D tier. She's D tier. She's pretty bad. She's a pretty bad character. I don't know what they were trying to do for her. Like, whatever they were trying to make. Let me relax. She's not a bad character, as in if you like her, you're stupid or something like that. But more so in a bad character where she's there for no reason. Like, there's no reason for her to be in the show. For like a shake-up episode or two, she doesn't really develop any characters. She doesn't really, I mean, I guess she does the whole little like make Steven question himself thing, kind of, a little bit, but She's D tier. Blue Pearl. Now, Blue Pearl is another one of those characters that if it were just personal, like how much I like the character, she'd be A tier or maybe even S tier. I like Blue Pearl. She was super cute with the whole, I like to draw. Yeah, I'm like, oh, let's go Blue Pearl. But I mean, let's be real. She's in the story for no reason. Like she's just the pearl of Blue Diamond. She's just there to say some lines. You know, like she has no real purpose whatsoever. I don't even think she's important to the hierarchy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess as a pearl, you're not supposed to do anything but, you know, be subservient to your diamond and follow the commands. But how do you really how do you really care for a character like that? I don't think you do care for a character like that. I mean, besides just the normal fandom stuff of like, you know, hey, I like how Blue Pearl looks, you know. Whatever. I'll put her at I'll put her at D tier with Bismuth. Buck Dewey, D tier. You know, he was Buck Dewey. D tier. I'm gonna put Buck Dewey at D tier. He had some character development episodes with the whole teenage angst stuff and the whole Mayor Dewey's father and wanting to do his own thing type of situation. He actually was one of the cooler Beach City folks when I first started watching the show because he was more of like this, you would think he'd be an asshole, but he's actually just super chill. So for subverting my expectations, I'm going to go ahead and give him a tier up from like, why are you in the show tier? From the F tier, the why are you even here tier. So I'm going to give Buck Dewey D tier. Overall, if it were coolness, I'd move everybody around, but it's not about coolness. Connie, easy S tier. I'm talking about Connie is the sole reason I was able to make it through so much of Steven Universe. Guys, let's be honest here. Connie is the best character in the show. Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, let's just be 100% honest with ourselves. Connie is clearly the best character in the show. Whether from character development, from the growth, just being a down chick. She's a fucking soldier in every meaning of the term. Like if she were given any type of powers, she would be the main, like she should just be the main character. It should be Connie's universe. It should be just Connie universe, and we should get a spin-off show where we see everything through Connie's eyes and see her. I want to see her grow up and be a fucking badass. Like, protect Connie at all costs. Plain and simple. She does everything she's supposed to do as a best friend and a, you know, sort of kind of love interest for a kid's show at least. So I fucks with it. I believe this is Kiki. Kiki. We're gonna put Kiki. I feel like Kiki deserves to be a little bit higher than Buck Dewey, but we're gonna put Kiki C tier. We're gonna put Kiki C tier. I'm being biased here. Who gives a fuck? It's my list. I'm gonna put Kiki in C tier because she is I'm more partial to the type of sister, even though I believe her and Jenny are twins, the same age. She is played off as the little sister because she's more passive. She's more kind of like go with the flow. She doesn't really, you know, she's not really about the rah-rah. Jenny obviously is. She's, you know, Jenny with the shits. She'll take advantage of you. I like the little episodes where Steven was dreaming and was kind of bringing in, you know, her getting to express herself and not be taken advantage of. I thought that was a pretty cool message, you know, looking back on it. So because of conveying that message, I think that she is, you know, she's mad tier, but she's, you know, she's all right. She's all right. She's, you know what? There you go. She's all right. She's all right. She's all right. She's all right. we'll go ahead and move up Buck Dewey to I tier. To Matt tier, because I feel like bad is a little bit, we'll move him to the Matt tier. He's whatever. Pearl's A tier. I'm not gonna hate. Pearl's A tier. Pearl is a character that you know what? I would almost put Pearl S tier. Ooh. I'm kind of conflicted now when I think about it. Pearl is kind of S tier, though. I'm gonna make it A tier. If I were gonna break it down into even tighter tiers like S, A plus A, B plus B, C plus, like that, maybe, but unofficial A tier. Pearl is a Pearl. She's cool, people. At first she's very just demanding. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Overbearing, almost like Sadie's mom. She's prim and proper, but that's just because she's a Pearl. You find out that that's just kind of how it is. She's a warrior. She's a badass. She was in love with rose quartz. She was in love with the whole idea. So, I don't have a problem with Pearl anymore. And I absolutely love her character design change at the end. Easily the best design change out of all the characters, in my opinion. I feel like I wish they did a little more. Is more the word I want to use? Not really. I don't wish they would have did more. I just wish they would have made some of the earlier problems that she had with the whole grieving and just doing illogical, or I guess maybe logical things, because when you really think about it, somebody grieving for their love that they've been missing for, I can't get behind it. I'll give her, look, whatever. I'm not going full in depth. She's an A tier character. Sapphire, oh my god, Sapphire. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Y'all might hate me for this one. Sapphire C tier to me, man. Sapphire is cute. She's adorable. She can see the future. She's cool, I guess. She has ice powers. But man, Sapphire, ooh man, sometimes the things that Sapphire does, I feel it's just more for cute sake. It's just more for like being cute, being that character that's like, oh, lesbian relationship with Ruby. Yeah. It's like sometimes I don't really understand. Especially, I guess the biggest thing that threw me off was the whole Rose Quartz lied about being Pink Diamond and then Sapphire snapped on Ruby. I don't understand that. I had a conversation with one of my homies in the Discord that goes by the name of Flying. Shout out Flying. He was like, yeah, I think she should have been mad, just not at Ruby. And I think that character, the fact that was, like, that happened was just solely to get into a Ruby Sapphire arc. And even when they had the argument before, I felt like it was just kind of dumb. I don't know. I felt like it was just kind of dumb. I don't get it. I'm stupid though. So hey, that's just where I put her at. I put her in meh tier. She's just kind of a meh character. Garnet's B tier. Garnet's alright. I like her songs. Garnet's a cool character. I like the strong black woman. I like the fro, let's go. Give me more characters, you know what I'm saying? But Garnet as a character just didn't do much for me. Her redesign is trash tier, F, garbage tier. But Garnet as a character, she's kind of like the mom of the group, or she's kind of like the dad of the group, actually. Garnet's like the dad. She's strong, kind of silent. It's just more like, I'm gonna do this and you guys follow up. Like, she kind of plays like the dad role of the group, with Pearl being the mom. So, she's alright. She doesn't really do much for me. Turns out that she's actually not, she gives off this air like she's like super intelligent, but I guess the joke is that she's just as lost as everyone else. even though she has like possibility vision, multiverse vision, future vision. But yeah, nah, Garnet is cool people in terms of just like a character in itself, but, or just like, you know, hey, I like Garnet. It's like, yeah, that's cool. I wouldn't have a problem if you came up to me and was like, Garnet's my favorite character. I wouldn't look at you like you're crazy. I would just be like, oh, okay, that's what's up. I like Gauntlets too. But she's B tier. Greg. Greg is a great dad. Greg really didn't do anything too bad or too amazing, in my opinion. I'm going to put Greg at A tier just because I feel like Greg is he's just a stand-up cartoon dad. He cares about his son. He cares about the people in his household. You could tell that he has some hidden, implied things with certain characters throughout the show that never really get brought up, and it's kind of weird. I wish they fleshed out more about Greg, but that's one of the limitations of Steven Universe as a whole. If it's not seen through Steven's eyes, it never happened. Is one of the big things there. So you can't really see a lot about other characters and get them developed the way you like. But, you know, I'm not going to blame him too much for that. I think that Greg is a cool character. You see him go through the struggles with Rose Quartz and trying to make her realize that he is a person. He has feelings. You know, it's not just like a weird pet type thing. You know what I'm saying? So I think that breakthrough was pretty fucking amazing in the show. And really, he's just a nervous doof, right? You love nervous doofs, and I feel like he did what he was supposed to do. Whatever. Onion's F tier, man. Onion's F tier, man. That dude, why the fuck is he in this show? Why is Onion here? What is the purpose of Onion? Like, Onion's, some people may love Onion. Some people may actually love this character in a he made me laugh type of way. Okay. I got no problem with that. There were certain parts where Onion made me laugh too. And then there were parts that made me like literally hate watching the show with him in it, because it was just like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid, right? So yeah, man, Onion's F tier. I got nothing else to say about him. Holly, Blue, whatever the fuck her name is, this chick's F tier too. I don't understand. I don't really even get why she was in the show. They could have just random. It's like the absolute opposite of the Aquamarine. Aquamarine came in and she was a fucking badass. Holly Blue came in and she was like, yeah, she thick. Ooh, she thick. She thick. But who else? Like, who gives a fuck? She was outsmarted, easy as hell. She was, we didn't even see her anymore. I don't even know, like, whatever, man. Like, why, whatever. I don't get it. She's trash. Jamie's D tier. Jamie's just kind of, like, I don't know what purpose he was supposed to have. I guess he just delivers the mail, and he's dramatic. He fell in love with Garnet for a little bit. That was kind of weird. Like, I don't get it. What was he? Somebody in the description down below, let me know what the purpose of Jamie was. Or come in the Discord, let me know what Jamie was about. We could talk about it. I just feel like this guy, I feel like I don't remember what his message was. Maybe the episode was just too long ago. I don't remember, but that dude's D tier. I don't feel like anybody would be too mad at that. Jasper is meh tier. Jasper's pretty meh. Jasper had the potential to be a really good villain. You know what? We're gonna put she eyed. We're gonna put she eyed. Yeah, I feel like meh tier is a little harsh. Jasper came in. She was a concurring villain. She popped up a couple of times. She was supposed to be kind of, I don't know if she was supposed to be a dark love interest to Lapis, or, you know, like the bad relationship, you know, the metaphor for a toxic relationship. But she, you know, was trying to kill Steven, Rose, get revenge on the crystal gems and stuff, and she got corrupted, and she got bubbled. And then she got unbubbled and saw the diamonds and saw everybody kind of chilling, and she was like, I guess we gonna chill? Like, I guess we're friends now? I guess. Kind of fucking dumb. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like they just wasted Jasper's potential. But because at the beginning she did what she was supposed to do, and she did bop them all at first with the little laser pointer, you know what I'm saying, with the little laser dagger. We don't give it up for Jasper. She alright. She can get B tier. Jenny's meh tier. I feel like her whole existence is just kind of meh. I ain't got nothing to say. Kevin S tier doggy. Bro, I don't care what anybody fucking says. I remember listening to the tier list that inspired me to make one. Well, that's not true. The tier list that inspired me to make this is actually the iDubbbz fast food tier list. But I remember watching a tier list, like I say, the Steven Universe tier list that I watched a couple of weeks ago. The guy was like, yeah, man, Kevin is an excellent jackass. His whole purpose is just to be the jackass character. He's so good at that. And, you know, everybody hates him, but you're supposed to hate him. And then proceeds to put Kevin in, like, C or D tier. I'm like, bro, how do you sit here and praise this man for being easily one of the best written characters in the show? A pure asshole for asshole's sakes. He does not hold back. He does not care who he's an asshole to. He does what he has to do to be the spotlight, the cool guy, the jackass that everyone loves to hate. And you say that he's not a good character for that? I'm sorry, but unless somebody can tell me why Kevin is actually a bad character, that man is, in my opinion, the second best written character in the entire show. He is, in a weird way, he's even better written than Steven. Like, just because he's consistent. Just because he is consistent. He's consistent tier with Connie. When you see him, you're brought a certain feeling. Every time I see Connie on the screen, I'm like, my girl, Connie, my girl. Every time I see Kevin, it's like, my guy. This guy is such a fucking pest. He's such a fucking piece of shit that you love him. I love Kevin. I don't care what anybody else says. If you don't love Kevin, hey man, you don't like well-written characters. But here's the thing though. If you don't love Kevin for the right reasons, because he is just a jackass, I get it. You're supposed to hate him. So, mission accomplished. That's how good he is. I know, man, he's just so fucking good. Lapis, the fan favorite. I'm pretty sure she's like top 3 most popular gems, just period. Because, you know, everybody's depressed and everybody loves a depressed girl. And everybody is a depressed girl deep down inside. But she's alright. She's alright. I would put her at med tier, to be honest, but I feel like med tier is being a little too spiteful or a little too disingenuous. I don't think that she is like a great character by any means. I think that some of the traumas that she goes through are a nice call out. If we're gonna like go meta into something where I think that it might be a little bit beyond the writing and up to you, up to the viewer themselves to kind of pull in. She might be a metaphor for self-inflicted depression or self-inflicted pain. You know, cutting yourself or whatever your pick of the poison is. A lot of the stuff that she is put through, she put herself through it. Like, there were people there actively trying to help her, show her the way, and she was just like, no, it's like, come on, Lapis, you're way strong. And that's why I think it is a metaphor for, you know, self-inflicted pain, because I feel like you have to be a strong person to go through something like, you know, cutting yourself or hurting yourself in a way Because it's like, dude, to do that just to feel something says something about, you know, obviously mental health, but it's like, dude, I'm a bitch. I don't want to get hurt at all. So if I'm sad, I just want to lay down. I don't want to fucking, you know, like with her, she was like, I'm sad and I'm going to imprison myself with this other person through fusion and drag myself into the bottom of the ocean for fucking weeks or months or whatever. And inner struggle fight, getting beat mentally. It's like, holy shit, you do what? It's like you're a beast, but at the same time, you kind of did it to yourself. And then they did the whole Jasper, Lapis thing, and that was kind of weird, and it didn't go anywhere. And then they did the whole Peridot Jasper thing, which I believe one of my boy Flying said that it was actually not like an official thing, but one of the artists or one of the screenwriters or whatever just really wanted to ship them two together, and it's also became like a fan favorite thing with Lapis Peridot. So whatever, I didn't really care for any of her like little shipping tropes or whatever. That shit was just kind of whatever. But she's a mad powerful gem. I wish we got to see more about Lapis, like really flesh out her character, but she just kind of is bipolar, you know. She's just kind of like a just bipolar character. She just fits the scene, and that's about it. Lars, oh my god, Lars. Lars, man, Lars. That's tough. Lars, this is tough. I'm conflicted. I'm going to put Lars in C tier. Now, let me explain. I can understand somebody putting Lars higher. I can understand somebody putting Lars at B tier. Not A tier. Maybe A tier. Maybe A tier. I can see somebody putting Lars B tier. I'm going to put him C tier personally. I can see the reason why I can see somebody putting Lars higher is because he is a good metaphor for the guy that treats his friends one way. You know, the guy that is he's a fronter. He's fronting. Go look up Jay-Z fronting. That's Lars. He's a guy that he acts a certain way in front of certain people. And in front of other people or alone, he's maybe the coolest guy you've hung out with. He's a good metaphor for that. But where I feel like they kind of do him wrong is with the whole him dying and being brought back to life and being the space pirate Lars. And that shit is, I feel like that shit is just dumb. I feel like all of that is dumb. I feel like it's just like, what? So he's immortal now? Like, what do we, I don't get it. Like, what do we do with that? Like, we just like throw away all of his character. Like, he just comes back and is a relatively decent dude. Like, we just skip all of the fucking character development. He's just like a shitty asshole that treats Sadie like a piece of shit. And then he comes back and he's just like, hey, yeah, I guess we both grown up, huh? Like, no, motherfucker. Like, what? Like, what? I need some explanations. Like, I don't get it. But at the same time, like I say, I can see if somebody were to ignore that last part and just big up the beginning episodes of how much of an asshole, because I hate him. Like how a lot of people hate Kevin, I hate Lars because he is that type of guy. He treats people one way, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, yeah, trying to be cool. And he plays that character really well. He's really good with that character. But I feel like, unlike Kevin, they didn't try to develop him into being something else and then just magically change his personality. they did with Lars though, and I feel like it wasn't explained well enough. It was done poorly. We're gonna put him meh tier. I can understand if you put him B, or shit, if you just really love it, I can understand why you would put him A tier. No higher though. Malachite, I feel like I shouldn't have even put her on this list because she's not a real character. If you understand what I'm saying, like, she's not a real character, so she's F tier. But she's a cool ass fusion though. Don't get me wrong. In terms of fusion, just being like badass, easily like A tier or even S tier. Like, I fuck with Malachite. Just as a character though, I don't know why I put her on the list. I don't even know why she's here. Ignore her. Pretend like she's not there. Let's see. Nanapwa. Nanapwa is Granny. She's Granny. She should have been more. She gets a C tier. She should have been more. I feel like she should have done. I feel like, well, first of all, and I'm sure everyone agrees that watches the show, the Beach City episodes are a huge disservice to Steven Universe in a sense of I would have been fine if they stayed messing with Beach City folks. I would have been fine with that. If they fleshed out the city more, fleshed out the characters, actually had them interacting more, it would have been cool. I would have been like, that's fine. Whatever. We don't need a galactic battle show. It can be some real character development, life lesson shit going on here. And that just be it. But it wasn't. So Nanapwa was one of the better civilians of a bunch of meh-ass civilians. And that's just how it is. Peridot. This character would be S tier if it were just characters that I liked. If it were just characters that I just truly love with all of my heart, Pat would be S tier. Boom. But in all actuality, she's just kind of a, she's just kind of a meh. She's just kind of a meh character. And Pad is going to be a placeholder for all of the off colors. So Pad, the granny chick, the split half motherfucker, the Siamese twin, and the I don't know what the other chick, what her deal was. I can't even remember the Malfi. Was she a fusion also? I can't remember. I think she was a fusion also. And they were all just kind of meh tiers. They didn't get fleshed out. They are the outcast though. They're the outcast. You can respect the outcast characters, but I feel like they should have did more with them. It just kind of was like, it was just kind of like, this is for the outcast to kind of, for the fans to kind of be like, that's me, instead of actually being like fleshed out characters. So, they're a little novelty act, and, for that, they get the meh tier. Peridot, she's alright. Peridot's okay. You know what? Fuck that. Peridot's A tier. I fuck with Peridot a lot. You fucking clods! You clods! I fuck with Peridot a lot. Peridot came in, she was a fucking bad guy. She was a villain. She was with the shit. She was about the mission. Her diamond, she was with the shit. She had a huge character development. She's a bad guy turned good guy. I fuck with Peridot. And she actually cohabitated and fused into, what's the word I want to use? Like gelled with the human living pretty well. She was really enthusiastic. It's hard to hate a character like Peridot. It really is. I can see somebody putting her S tier. It's hard to hate a character like Peridot that has real growth like that. And she's arrogant. She's everything I like in a character. She's green. She's arrogant. She's a shit talker. She's intellectual. Like, bro, she's with the shits. It's really not a lot to hate about her. The only thing that I would do to make her even higher, like give her the S tier, is if they didn't try to do this whole like Lapis, Lazuli, and Peridot bullshit. I feel like that was forced. I feel like it was kind of unnecessary, and I feel like it overall kind of cheapened her thing. Like, I feel like if they would have kept her with the crystal gems and potentially fleshed out her character more and made her like maybe actually do like a fusion with one of the crystal gems or even Steven, because they got to really understand each other and it broke her out of that yellow diamond we are superior mindset. I feel like that would have been S tier for me. I would have been like, you fucking did it, great job. But it didn't happen, and just for me, that's why I can't put her S tier myself. But hey, A tier, strong A tier at that. Yellow Diamond. Yellow Diamond's alright. She's B tier for me. I feel like Yellow Diamond, the whole thing about Yellow Diamond is that she is the big authoritative like force. She's the rules behind, you know, the hammer, and you know, she's the hammer behind the authority. And Blue Diamond is the emotion behind the Titan. It's the whole, yeah, we care about our people, but once we do what we have to do. And I almost want to put her at Met tier just because of the final episodes. They really just made her kind of trash, like really trash. But I wish they would have just fleshed it out a little bit more. See, that's where Steven Universe really rips me, because I feel like so many episodes were wasted with this Beach City shit that it didn't let the characters really shine how they should have. I feel like there's no reason why half of these characters couldn't be grade A or at least B characters. But I feel like because it's so much wasted time and wasted episodes and wasted minutes that they just don't get a chance to really show you who they are. And, you know, Yellow Diamond, she comes around at the end, but I think it's more because she just likes Blue Diamond more so than it's her doing the right thing, you know, for the people or whatever. Or at least that's all that you could really draw a logical conclusion to, in my opinion. Ronaldo is fucking F tier. Ronaldo's trash. He's the conspiracy theorist, but his conspiracy theories don't mean shit to the show. He's just there for a side gag. His episodes are some of the worst episodes in the entire fucking show. They're a bore fest. They drag. They don't really teach you anything. He had a friendship with Lars. Lars is a dick, as he's supposed to be. And then he just kind of goes off and is like, he's nothing. He doesn't do anything. Like, he's just there to be annoying. I should have put Petey here, because Petey could at least gotten D tier. Shit, Petey could have got fucking B tier, real talk. Why did I not grab Petey? Like, Petey could have legit got B tier for just being a motherfucker that just really understands that, hey man, you gotta work for what you want. Hey man, somebody gotta do the work, dog. I'm that guy. That's the guy Petey is the guy that gets up and does the 9 to 5 so that regular society can exist. I would have put Petey B tier. Petey unofficial B tier. His brother Renato is a piece of shit. Don't like him. Rose Quartz. Rose Quartz is... This is tough, man. This is kind of tough for me. Rose Quartz... How do I feel about Rose Quartz? I'm going to put Rose Quartz B tier. Just because we don't really get to see a lot of her. Obviously, she is Steven. So, not is Steven, but Steven transforms into her using her gem. So, you know, there's really no way to see a lot of her besides flashbacks. We don't see how things would have turned out with her, but the influences that she does have in the show and her story from Pink Diamond up to her is a pretty interesting story. So I'm okay with that. I can see somebody putting Rose at A tier. That's perfectly fine. I wouldn't argue with you. I wouldn't argue with you that if Rose was the A tier character, if you put her there. I would argue that she's not an S tier character, but you know, being the person that has empathy. What is her like? That's the thing. I I don't really know what role she was supposed to play, because the way that the diamonds are set up, it doesn't really make sense. I guess she would be the free spirit, while White Diamond is the control freak. She would be the free spirit, as Blue Diamond is the emotion to Yellow Diamond's like hard attitude, like the unfeelingness, rigidness of Yellow Diamond. You have the flowy, relaxed, empathetic nature that is Blue Diamond. White Diamond is the authority, listen to me, the control freak. Pink Diamond is the free spirit. So I can see, you know, that connection right there, and that's fine. I just wish we saw more of her free spirit, and it wasn't so. I wish we got more of a deep dive into who Pink Diamond really was. But who knows? There's still more Steven Universe apparently, so we might get to see that a little bit later. But overall, I think she's alright. I think she's a pretty alright character for what she is. Like I said, I can see somebody putting her A tier, but she's not on my A tier list. Make your own. Ruby's fucking D tier, man. Ruby's fucking D tier. Ruby's dumb. The whole Ruby episode with the Ruby cowboy shit, what the fuck was that about? Finding yourself, I guess. I don't really fucking understand Ruby a lot at all. But I don't think you're really supposed to. I think she's just supposed to be like the dim character, you know? And tomboy or whatever. I don't know, man. Somebody please explain to me what is so good about Ruby. Come, talk to me. Maybe don't talk to me. I don't care. She's D tier. Sadie is A tier. Sadie's great. Sadie is a great character. She is, you know, she's the average Midwestern girl that, you know, wants to be famous. No, I'm just playing. But nah, I mean, Sadie's cool. I don't really have a problem with Sadie. I feel like her character development is fine. I feel like she the stuff that she went through, her reaction to him were pretty normal. I like when she was tired and fed up with Lars's bullshit. I like that she grew into a woman of her own standing and, you know, kind of just was like, hey man, I'm doing this on my own. I'm going a new path. I fuck with that. I'm happy that she had somewhat of a happy ending, or, you know, story thus far, somewhat of a conclusion to the season 5 at least. Like I say, I don't know if there's supposed to be more Steven or whatever. But overall, I don't feel like Sadie's a bad character at all. Maybe not somebody's favorite character, definitely, but bad character, I wouldn't believe that. Sour Cream. Sour Cream's D tier. I don't really know what Sour Cream's purpose is, but he's better than Onion. I can tell you that much. He's not like completely pointless. I think there's something about not having to be like your dad or not having to be like your parents and following your own trail. I think there's a message in there for Sour Cream, in which I would say, sure. Why not? Overall, not really good enough to be meh, because when I see him, I'm like, yeah, this character's kind of whatever, you know? I'm like, this character's kind of, But I feel like if I put him up, I feel like if I put him down here, I gotta put him C tier. And he's meh tier. He's meh. He's not bad. He's meh. He has more. I feel like he has more reason than Jamie and fucking Ruby. But you know, that's what I'll do. I'll put him there. Steven's A tier. Yeah, I'll put Steven A tier. Steven could be S tier so easily, man. Like, he could be S tier so easily, but I feel like he doesn't really learn. Like, that's my biggest gripe with Steven. I feel like sometimes he learns and it's great. And I feel like sometimes this dude is just fucking local dummy. Like, I feel like this dude is just like, what's wrong with you, Steven? Like, you can't be this fucking stupid, right? That's what I think sometimes. But, yeah, man. overall, Steven's a really good character though. And I do like his character development. I do like his powers. I do like how he wishes to see the best in people. I do like that he has real concerns for a little boy. And that a lot of his powers, if done right, could be like really good storytelling devices, like the transforming cat finger stuff and the growing, stretching your body out to grow, and then getting the negative effects from that, from wanting to be the same age and grow with a girl that you like. I think that stuff is great storytelling devices that are just kind of utilized in like mad ways, and the writers maybe not knowing exactly where they want to go with the story. So we're gonna put him at A tier, not S tier. I can't. If you put Steven lower than A tier, I'm not. Nah, man, come on, cut it out. Stevonnie, I fucking love Stevonnie. She's alright though. She's B tier. She's alright. I fucking love Stevonnie because Stevonnie is really she's really. If this were a battle action show, Stevonnie would be the main character. If this was a perfect show, Connie would be the main character. If this were a battle show, Stevonnie would be the main character. And we're left with Steven being the main character. Because it's not a battle show, Stevonnie, I don't really... Here's the thing. Fusion is a bond. It's not necessarily love. It's not necessarily friendship. It's just a bond. It's just a connection. In the show, they use fusion to show love a lot. But I don't think that's necessarily the case with Steven and Connie. It's more pure than that. It's a more pure emotion than like love per se. And I fuck with that. But because it's not Stevonnie's universe, we just don't really see like character development for Stevonnie. We do, but it's more because she's not her own thing. Stevonnie's character development is really just Connie and Steven's character development. It's not her as a character. It's not like Garnet. Garnet's character development is at the same time Sapphire's and Ruby's character development, but Garnet as a character also develops, whereas Stevonnie is just Connie and Steven. There's no combination development there. If what I'm saying makes sense, if you get where I'm coming from. If not, I mean, who gives a fuck? Blue Diamond is all right. Blue Diamond is alright. I feel like if she was really... I would put her A tier if she had already known why Pink Diamond ran away and was already aware of like them treating her like shit and locking her in rooms when she did bad shit, putting her on that punishment, or, you know, just using her abilities to make them feel ways. Actually, like, was the reason why she was so quick to turn over to Steven, but none of that is actually implied. So I feel like it was just kind of cheap how they just kind of like won her over at the end there. I was like, what? That's kind of fast. It was rushed as fuck. And I feel like she was one of my favorite diamonds, or honestly, Blue Diamond might be my second favorite diamond. At least, because of the fact that she does show a lot more emotions, even though a lot of it is the sadness. Yeah, we get it, but that's her whole thing. But and you say, well, I mean, emotions are a thing. Well, yeah, we see a lot of it. So I feel like she's not worse than Yellow Diamond, but I don't feel like she really breaches the A tier yet. Vidalia is D tier. She's there to make Amethyst feel better, but we don't really see her hanging out with Amethyst anymore. I wish we got maybe some more flashbacks to when they were kids, because Vidalia used to look like a badass. Her kid design is fucking fire. But her younger design is fire. I wish we would have got to see more backstory, but you know, Steven Universe boys, ha ha ha. If they're not directly telling you about it, it never happened. So for now, she gets D tier, but I like Vidalia actually. I actually really like Vidalia. White Diamond, she's gonna get an okay. If we see more from her in the future, I could see White Diamond being A tier. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck. White Diamond should be meh tier. She should be like C tier. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But I love that character so fucking much, I'm going to make her B tier. That's how much I like her. I'm breaking my own fucking rule. She should be C tier. But we're gonna put her B tier. I almost fucking put her A tier just because every time she's on the screen, I physically feel like that's my queen. That is my diamond. But yeah, we're gonna rock it out. Yellow Diamond's D tier. Same thing as Blue Diamond. You know, she's I like her personality a lot. She's like, you know what? Actually, no, we're not gonna do that. I was gonna almost put her C tier, but because of the fact that she kind of, out of all the pearls, she seems to be like the one she knows that her pearl is all about the rock authority, and you know, you will follow what you do, and she kind of relishes in that shit, and I like that in her character a lot. But I feel like she just doesn't really do anything. I feel like once again she's just there for no real reason, you know. So I can't really feel justified. Anyway, that's my tier list. If you don't like it, who gives a fuck? Make your own tier list, or say some shit in the comment section like, "Nah, man, this person should be this tier," or whatever the fuck. I really don't care. But I might respond to some stuff if I see enough. Anyway, for those wondering, like, what would I do with the fusions? The only fusion that I feel like should be on this list would be Sardonyx, and she would probably be A tier because I like her character development story with Smoky Quartz a lot, and I think it's a lesson to a lot of people to stop trying to hog the spotlight and make everything about you. You have to be able to let other people shine. But I wouldn't feel good putting her on the list and then not including all the other fusions that did absolutely fucking nothing or had no personality, especially Alexandrite. That would be F tier because she's fucking trash. But that was your boy Rick, the true evil villain, tuning out. Peace.